Everybody, Gina here, Cosmic Bodyguards, welcome. Today I am working on my yard. I'm doing lots of yard work because it's really overgrown, and I just wanted to show you my yard and talk to you for a few minutes. I've been really fascinated with wanting to try ayahuasca, and so I have to research it to death before I put that in my body. And the more I listen to it, the podcasts about it and personal testimony and read about it, the more I realize that the last few years of living in this house actually sound like a really long, drawn-out process of an ayahuasca ceremony in many ways. Not so much the ayahuasca. I've heard about something else called dieta, and it's essentially another ceremony where you'd go out into the forests in Peru and you'd eat tree bark, certain plants, and you'd let them teach you what the plant wants to teach you. So I've kept a lot of the things I've learned and my experiences here to myself, and only to people who are I trust with everything, and won't try to put me in some mental institution or something, because the stories, the experiences that I've had are bizarre. I fear that I won't be believed, so it's also become really sacred. So I've kind of just been in my yard today. The weeds have become super overgrown, and I've noticed some of them starting to dry out, though, and so it's time for me to go ahead and pull them while the soil is still a bit damp. Also, it's really nurturing for me. It's self-soothing today to do this week, because it's something that I do that, for me, it nurtures my masculine energy inside of me, with a lack of presence of a masculine presence here in my house now. It's I need to beef up my own, I really have to nurture that inside of me. So that's what that's. And then this morning, I set up a whole kind of table for my community to make a collective prayer table. So if they wanted to come basically burn a flower, one of my dried flowers, in my cauldron and say a prayer, they were able to. It was really nice. So that brings me to my first point of communing with these plants and this plant spirits around my property is I dry out certain plants here. I dry out certain flowers. If I buy a bouquet of flowers also from maybe Trader Joe's or the farmer's market or whatever, then I will dry it. I have a process of drying them out and saving them, and I'll hang them as decorations or whatever. So then I burn them in my cauldron. To me, it's a ritualistic act of commitment, and it's cultivating my feminine energy. For me, it's for me. I do it. I don't need to dry them out, but so I can find unique plants, and so usually I would do this on my altar table in my house, but today I brought it outside and I saged my cauldron, and I decided to share it with people, and it gave me an opportunity to talk with people, and it was really nice. So then I put on my gloves and got to work, and my yard is starting to look a lot nicer. So I still have all of that to work on, though, which is crazy. So I'll show you the other side of my house too, which is really bad. I really could use a hand and get some help with this, honestly, but I'll do it myself. It's gotten real junky. Part of the reason of that is because it hurts me to pull them out of the ground. So that's my back door, and actually that plant has like completely started growing inside of my house. And I thought, okay, that's a real Eight of Earth tarot card moment. Plants are growing on inside. The outside is starting to penetrate inward, and it's time to clean it up. So, yes, I thought, okay, we'll make a ritual out of it again. And when my yard is clear and complete, I'll be an open vessel for new to come in, and that will be I'll be available to new experiences, new people, new money, new clients, new friends, new awarenesses. But first, it's time to clear out the things that have grown into the house. And so I actually secretly love it when the vines start to grow through into the walls on my door. But yeah, it cannot stay like that. And I'm gonna try and walk to the back. It's pretty clouded up. We'll go around. Sorry. No, you're good. Oh, hi. Sorry if I startled you. Have a nice day. We're gonna walk through my neighbor's backyard because I don't think anybody lives there. And I'll show you where I live and why I think that I've been communing with these plant spirits for a long time now. It's hard to explain. And oh, this is cool. Look, this old car. I'll show you. I'll give you I can't see my laptop. Do you see that? It's pretty bright out here. Well, a whole section of vines and flowers started to grow on it. How beautiful. Wow, I would do a photo shoot on that. Okay, let me show you where I live and give you a good idea of why you cannot escape the spiritual awakening that comes with looking out and breathing this in every single day. And I'm so lucky. Here we go. I mean, that's a cliff. Like, that is a whole valley. It actually makes me want to start crying just standing right here. I can feel it in my body, electrifying me and waking me up. I can breathe. So I can smell the different vegetation, and I can see the insects. I cured a big part of my phobia of insects, although I still do have some. Okay, the plants back here are the weeds that actually end up hurting me, so I have to avoid that for now, or I'll be out for the day soaking in an oatmeal bath. So I'm going to perch up right here in this shady spot and talk to y'all a little bit. The way I ended up living here was sort of super unique. I'll sit up on this cliff here, and you guys can sit with me. So yeah, I feel like getting to live here was almost like God's way of telling me, like, thank you. I went through a lot as a kid. I suffered quite a bit. I didn't really consider it suffering then, because I was just used to it. It was all I knew, really. And I think that it serves a purpose, because my suffering, the poison I've had to drink, and the experiences that I've had, the unjust bullshit that I have been through in my life, the all of it. A lot of it wasn't fair, and I have a lot of trapped anger inside. It's imprinted into my body, and oh, hi. Oh, that was a hummingbird. It came up really close. To me, hummingbirds mean like get back to work. So I'll hurry up. Hummingbirds mean happily get back to work, like whistle while you work, Seven Dwarfs style. Hummingbird is telling me to go back and keep doing my yard. So I will. Thanks, Hummingbird. Yeah, so I think that this living here, getting to live here was God's way of telling me that he was sorry that I had to go through that, but that it serves a purpose, and a purpose that I don't quite know yet, but that it didn't go in vain, and that it was like my initiation to start living my own life and stop being a character in other people's lives and be the director of my own life and co-create with God, Spirit, with the angels, with the animals, with the plants. So yes, Dieta is essentially, I need to look into it more, and I don't know that I would do ayahuasca. It frightens me. Things that frighten me, I'm learning more and more are things that I actually need to go do. And probably for you too. The thing that you hate, the races that you hate, the behaviors, the things that you really, really hate, that you're reluctant to do. I'm reluctant to write. I'm reluctant to go study acting. I'm reluctant to be with that woman who is beautiful but just fucking terrifies me because she makes me conscious. I'd rather have a bimbo that sucks, but I'd rather have an unconscious woman because she's easy to deal with. That woman that scares you, that man that scares you, that's your soul busting through telling you, nah, that if you go there, that is the land of the unknown. You're not in control there. God is in control there. Spirit's there. The plants are there. And you're about to commune with some shit that you don't even know. You don't even know. You can't even picture it. That it's, with relationships, even with our relationships with men and women, and the consciousness in them that activates our own consciousness. I mean, that's fucking terrifying. When you're not conscious, I was unconscious for a while. I met a man, and I was like confronted with all of my demons. Not all of them, some of my demons, where I was like, oh my God, I have a toxic way of speaking to a partner. How did I not know this? Nobody taught me this. Oh my God. It was horrifying. I went into a real winter in my life where I was like, it's like everything came flooding back to me of like, wow, what is real? I don't even know what's real, and I don't know what's true. I don't know my truth. And now I've found grace and self-forgiveness and forgiving others and learning to connect, being connected to life, to all of this. Do you hear all of it? Do you hear the wind rustling through the leaves? The wind just prickling my skin and making it alive? I mean, my body's like viscerally, sexually awake. We're together, these plants. They breathe, they talk to you. It's amazing. So, yeah, those partners that we feel like scare the shit out of us, but they also make us feel like at home. They make us feel like we're accepted for who we are at a soul level. Tigger, hi. What? Come here. Yeah. Come here. Hi, love. That's Mama. Ow. That's Mommy. Say hi. Okay. Don't go over there. Tigger, don't. Those people, that conscious woman that you met, that conscious man that you met, um, the ones that scare the crap out of you. Life will bring you back to them, if not to that actual person, in other ways, in animals, in people. The lessons that you were meant to learn from them, the growth, you'll learn them. It's unavoidable once you meet a person and you activate each other in new ways. You can't avoid it. It's just, that's why with my situation, as much as it hurts, as much as I like miss my soulmate, you know, I also know that I activated something in him, and that he's, if not me, somebody that is going to continue teaching this person, like, and growing his, you know, strong, healthy, masculine soul, is this ancient wisdom in him that gets activated and grows and expands and becomes a guide for other young men. I'll talk about what I think is happening in the world, especially what I've learned through astrology in my own studies. I think that there's something to do with Pluto, and anybody like 50 and younger, but primarily the 80s men born in the 80s. I haven't quite figured it out yet what it is, but men in their 30s right now, careful, Tigger. You guys are so important right now. This is vital, and I think that's why you guys are vital in ways that I don't think we know yet. You are the new pioneers of a new type of man, a new archetype. This is, there's like a renaissance happening, I've noticed. It's like we don't think that we're in a renaissance when we're in the Renaissance. It's a part of history, and I think that you guys, especially men in their 30s, you're so important right now, like so important with this shift. There is nobody to teach you, though. Tigger, there's nobody there to teach you through this Renaissance. You're the pioneers. It's up to you. We can be your teachers, us women. There's something in you guys that is ancient, and it's wise. And you are the new elders. The men under you, the boys, the young adolescent teens and 20-year-olds and stuff, you are their elders. It doesn't matter if you're in your 30s. I'm saying it. You are the new elders, and you've gotta become conscious. You've got to become conscious. Pluto's moving into the sign of Aquarius within the next few years or so. I got to look at the exact date, 2023 maybe. And that's going to mark a new time. And I think this is all like, I think this. I don't know if it's a fact or not. But I heavily feel like that's going to mark a new time where we live only from the mind, only from strategy, only from... And the power of magic and telepathy is going to be on fucking fire. And I picture if this new age of men, elder men, 30-year-old and older men, do not take accountability and responsibility for what's to come, you know, we need you. We really need you guys to become conscious and do the work. What even is the work? I don't know all of the work. I just know that you are a spirit soul, and you are the pioneers for something new. And that's just thoughts that I've kind of received in being around these plants, being in this, you know, living this way that I've lived for the last few years. And then I met a very special man last year, and I saw a shift in him, and it was like, that was what fully did it for me, where I thought, you guys, you're only in your early 30s, but there's something ancient being activated in you. And nope, Tigger, don't go down there. Tigger. Okay. That's all I'm going to say for now. Have a good day. Thanks for letting me show you. Bye.